Lots of things happening with Tyran Stokes right now. Number one recruit in the class of 2026. Number one target for Kentucky in the class of 2026. Tyran Stokes, dual sport athlete, wide receiver slash small forward. Moonlighting as a football player right now. Also still getting buckets. Had a game sealing steal on national television last night at, what was that, the Border League? Is that where he was
Yeah.
playing? Yeah.
Yep.
So Stokes showing out at the Border League right now. Also providing some quotes, updating his recruitment. He's officially down to 5 schools. He's not taking phone calls from anybody else right now. Those 5 schools are USC, Oregon, Louisville, Kentucky, and Kansas. Meanwhile, we're 3 days removed from Tyron Stokes signing a huge multi-million-dollar deal with Nike. So behind the scenes, people believe both Kansas and Louisville now out of it because of the Nike deal. That would leave us with Oregon, USC, and Kentucky. Sounds like there's zero momentum with USC. So the presumed leader here has been and still is Kentucky. Although if they were like a 60% favorite maybe a month ago, a lot of people saying they're about a 90% favorite right now, including the leader in the entire recruiting industry, Joe Tipton, Tipton Edits. He gave this update over the weekend. This is a direct quote from Tipton. Quote, multiple people have told me today that they would be shocked if Kentucky doesn't land Tyron Stokes. That is where we stand. There are other Kentucky sources reporting that there is a rumored commitment date in October. So, by all accounts, we are close to the finish line, and everyone involved believes Tyron Stokes will choose Kentucky. Oregon also just picked up a commitment from Taj Ariza, 5-star recruit, plays a similar position to Tyron Stokes over the weekend. So if you're doing domino effect here, lots of reasons to believe this one's wrapped up and will be announced soon. Tyron Stokes to Kentucky. The only caveat that it's still Tyron Stokes. Tyron Stokes likes mystery. He likes confusion, as we know from covering him for over a year. How good would you feel about your chances with Tyron Stokes if you are a Kentucky fan right now?
So in a normal world, where everything's okay, they should feel about 90%. I think that's a good percentage to feel. I feel like that's definitely how you should feel about that. Unfortunately, the ghost of Josh Christopher looms heavy over this one. And that should make you have you feeling still good, but I would put it at like 70%. Not 90 is a little bit too far for me. I think, look, a lot of things point to this being in Kentucky's favor. I think Mark Pope and his team have done a great job in recruiting him. I think that he has obviously the ties to the state. I also think that the Nike and everything surrounding that definitely plays a factor into this one. I mean, he did just sign, like you said, a very lucrative multi-year deal as a Nike athlete. Him and Brandon McCoy, I believe, were the two high school male athletes on that side that did sign for this one. So, you know, I would at this point, I would like do my percentage at like 70 Kentucky, 20 USC, maybe 20,
USC.
maybe 25 USC, and then the other bit to Kansas.
I think it's Oregon or Kentucky, even
Still
with
think Oregon's
Ariza.
in it, even with the Taj Ariza thing.
Yeah, unless he's just going to blindside everybody. I don't even think USC feels they got a chance with Stokes right now.
I just think this is, I, I do believe he's going to be a Kentucky player, but I can't shake the fact that this might end in a blindsiding.
Me too, but I think the blindside would be Oregon. I think we can eliminate the non-Nike schools. I think we can eliminate USC. There's been zero mention of anything USC in recent weeks. So to me, and by like, if you do listen to the story here behind the scenes, the story is everyone thinks it's Kentucky. It should be Kentucky. He's going to commit soon. Even Oregon, they just got Ariza. But Oregon is like trying to put together a package, right? Like it's Oregon. You just signed a Nike deal. Phil Knight is Oregon. So like it's not to me that's the obvious like what could go wrong here. What could go wrong is Phil Knight is like you want equity in Nike? Like Dion, how's your job going?
Beginning of the school year, everything's like a little up and down. One of the biggest issues we've had is we can't find any uniforms for our girls' sports teams.
Mm, that's a difficult thing to find a solution for. I know damn well all about that because I got a daughter that just turned 2. She's into sports and she's already outgrowing every little piece of sports apparel she had. Thankfully, I know Clara Kate Creations. Clara Kate Creations was started by a former high school teacher who quit because it wasn't cost effective to send new twins and a 2-year-old to daycare. She found it easier to make girl sports apparel than finding it to buy. And I am so thankful that she exists because if we have an old shirt of Murph's that she's outgrown, we can send it in and she takes that piece of apparel that means something and upcycles it into an outfit that Murphy can now wear as she grows up. She makes great stuff. It's honestly kind of like your fullback's wife, Kyle Juszczyk. Is that how you say it? She does that. But honestly, I think Clara Kate's coming for Mrs. Juszczyk's job.
I love that. I'm a big Juice guy. Love his wife. Love Claire Kate even more than both of them, though.
You can send in your own custom ideas and she will come up with a design. She's just the best. Look up Clara Kate Creations on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and more. Come here. That's a little bit of a joke, but you get it. He could make a $10 million deal to Tyron Stokes if they want to. So I don't know if they want to. I don't know if Phil Knight, after getting Taj Ariza, is going to care. If I were Phil Knight with all of my billions, I would want both Tyron Stokes and Taj Ariza. And if I'm Tyron Stokes, I don't think I know who Taj Ariza is. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Now, Tipton, while we're doing the percentage game, I guess this morning Tipton put a 75% number on it for Kentucky, which I think once again speaks to the nature of this recruitment. Everyone's doing their little write-ups like, yeah, I'll be shocked if it's not Kentucky. And then an hour later, I'm 75%. I'd be shocked if it's not Kentucky, but there's a 1 in 4 chance it's not Kentucky. Like,
and Tyron Stokes, while all this is going on, is like, they look at him 75. I bet you I can get that down to 60.
Right.
Watch this tweet. I'm gonna throw out 4 pictures, one without Louisville in the tweet, and then I'm gonna put Louisville in the follow-up tweet.
Right. That's Tyron. He's loving every second of this. Now, I guess his birthday is this week. So shout out to Tyron. Hope you have a great birthday, my guy. Hope you get 4 catches for 89 yards and 2 tutties, and then you can go celebrate at Applebee's after. But I feel like it would be very Tyron to like commit on his birthday and just have the Tyron day. That might be where we're headed this week.
He'll drop a final 3 on his birthday without Kentucky. Say it was a mistake on the graphic. He meant to put Kentucky. Don't worry, Kentucky fans.
That would be pretty legendary. It could happen.
Or his birthday cake is going to be Oregon colors and have a duck topper on it. And he's going to say, well, I've always been a fan. My favorite animals, it's actually kind of weird. I'm a little bit different in this regard. My favorite animals are ducks.
So you think there's plenty more Tyron Stokes twists coming this week before a commit?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple ways this to go. I know he already had the first day of school, but I could obviously get like senior year. What's my favorite animal? Ducks. Oh, what's my favorite movie? Mighty Ducks. What's the last book you read? Oh, Phil Knight, Shoe Dog. Like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but there's more twists and turns.
Yeah, it could happen. We should say this though, and I feel like this is the first time I'm saying this in the many Tyron Stokes conversations we've had in the last 6 months. There is a correct decision of what he should do.
Oh, it's Kentucky.
And this is the first time I've felt that way. It's
me too.
Absolutely Kentucky.
I think it is Kentucky, and I think it would go a long way for me personally in how I evaluate Tyron Stokes as a basketball player if he did choose Kentucky, by the way.
Yeah, we would take him seriously.
I would take him a little bit more serious. To combine that with the really, really great basketball player that he is, the seriousness of it too would take a step for me if he went to Kentucky.
The problem is there's never been anything serious about Tyron. So again,
so I could use a serious moment. This would be a serious moment.
We're basically like the bitter girl that's like, I'll believe it when I see it. Like, you say you're going to stop drinking? Okay. Show me. I'll sit at home on the couch and I'll wait. Like, and then they keep drinking. Like, that's
and he's cracks another beer.
That's just tired. Like, we want to take him seriously. It would be a great move for if he goes to Kentucky, we would both take him seriously. We'd have to tip our caps and be like, this was a serious basketball decision. The problem, nothing he does is serious ever. So, moment of truth. Do it. Do it. They say you're going to Kentucky, 70% chance. Tyron, do it. Make the right decision. Go the place that doesn't have another 5-star that just committed at the exact same position as you. Go the place that is sponsored by the same shoe company you just signed a multi-million-dollar deal with. Go the place with the offensive genius head coach, with all the momentum, with the fan base that's the best in the world. Go there. Go there. If you're serious, go there. It's the right decision for you. Now it's in his hands.
In his hand. We'll see.
We'll do 6 more Tyron Stokes videos about his cryptic comments leading up to this commitment.